Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, Kirk Fox!
Santa Barbara! Let me tell you how I came up with that title. It happened today. After about 4 hours at a coffee bean here in Santa Barbara, I was just sitting in the corner by myself, alone, looking at girls, and I realized, oh shit, I'm that guy. I remember when I was in my 20s, I'd see that guy in his 40s, alone at the bar or at the corner of the club, and I'd be like, what is this guy doing here? Well, now I can tell you. He's looking at your girlfriend, wondering if she needs her rent paid. I also realized you're spending too much time at the coffee bean if you notice a homeless man's limp improving. After about 3 hours, I was like, man, there's a lot more calcium in these ice blendeds than I had imagined. And I also realized if a SWAT team came in here right now with M16s and just dragged me off this stage and I was arrested as a suspected serial killer, everyone in my building would be like, yeah. What took you so long? I realized I fit the FBI profile for a serial killer to a T. White male, that's it. That's it. Nailed it. There's some icing on the cake, I guess. 40s, not married, no kids, lives in an apartment, drives a 2003 Honda Civic Hybrid, wishes he was a cop, has a police scanner next to his bed, has a .357 Magnum loaded under his pillow, first chamber empty in case he pulls the trigger in his sleep. Spends about 4 hours a day just standing at the kitchen sink, washing paper plates, just looking at the pool. All things that I think are cool, appealing, sexy. How we perceive ourselves isn't exactly how everyone might perceive us. And I learned about this last week down in Hollywood, and I'd like to talk about it. I was driving, and there was a beautiful girl in a white Maserati, just wanted into traffic. She just wanted in, and no one was letting her in. So I stopped, and I let her in, and she waved and smiled and pulled out, and I was like, oh shit, it's on. But in my mind, I looked good. I had on a baseball cap, sunglasses, scruff, turtleneck, racing gloves, shit that's cool. But what she saw in her rearview mirror was just Ted Bundy on her ass. And she was fast, she was trying to get away, but I thought she was just playing. And I just started chasing her at top speed. After about 15 minutes, I finally caught up to her. She's on the phone. She's like, I've called the police. I'm like, I know, I heard it on the scanner. What's up? What's going on? Are you all right? She's like, there's an asshole chasing me. I'm like, well, get in my car. There's no one chasing me. I assure you, no one's trying to get into my car. She's like, who are you? I'm like, Kirk Fox. Parks and Rec, Sewage Joe. I sent dick pics to everyone in Pawnee. Like everything I said just dug a deeper and deeper hole. Finally, I heard the siren and I just bailed out quick because of my cop instinct. Drove a mile past my freeway exit, and then another mile, and then another. Drove an hour past my freeway exit. An exit that I've taken 1,000 times in my life because I wanted to finish the movie I was watching in the back seat of a Cadillac Escalade in front of me. So I think that tells you what you're dealing with here tonight. I can keep up with traffic, not afraid to tailgate, pretty good lip reader. That was, recently diagnosed with OCD. I'd like to talk about this, obsessive compulsive disorder. Also diagnosed with ADD, attention deficit, whatever. But it turns out I have both equal parts 50-50, which I'm finding awesome because in the midst of obsessing, I tend to lose interest. I'm in the middle of it, trust me. So ladies, what starts off as like a standard stocking case suddenly appears like I'm playing hard to get. So keep that in mind. If I'm there and then I'm not, just miss my exit. Should be back in about 2 hours. Let's talk about Santa Barbara for just 1 second. Almost got beat up by a homeless man today. First of all, there's not enough Purell in the world for me to engage in hand-to-hand combat with a homeless man. Maybe if my pepper spray shot Purell, I'd shoot him, clean him up, retreat. I'm very non-confrontational. Been in one fight in my life, 9th grade. I won that fight. I'm 1-0, and I'm just trying to keep my record intact. I don't fight outside my weight class, so I'm only fighting 9th graders, so it's been pretty effective. But the homeless out here, man, they give you a lot of grief. I don't know if it's because I'm tall, or I look like a homeless guy who's doing pretty good. They feel threatened, like I'm encroaching. Like there's a new guy in town, let's take him out. This guy came at me hard. He was just like, change, 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 change. I'm like, dude, I'm trying, man. I'm really trying to make some changes. Thank you for noticing. Yeah, I'm gonna continue on my spiritual quest, but yeah, I will make the changes. He's like, no, man, you got something for me? I was like, maybe on the way out, sir, maybe on the way out. A few minutes later, I come out, he's like, what do you got? I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, you said on the way out. No, sir, I said maybe. And shit didn't go down the way I thought it was gonna go down in there. He's like, but I waited for you. You waited for me? As opposed to what, like going to work? Did you call your boss, say you're running late? Trying to squeeze me for a nickel? And he's like, you know what, if you don't have your word, you got nothing. And I was like, oh my God, this is coming from a guy who's got nothing. Got in my head, it was very psychological. It's like Kevin Spacey in Seven. I felt like Brad Pitt, like, what's in the box? What's in the box? He had a carpet out with appliances. I mean, he had appliances I don't have. I was like, dude, you're close. You should be begging for a power strip or maybe an extension cord. You're about 12 volts away from a pretty amazing outdoor patio. I mean, you fire this up, I'll plug in my scanner. We'll fight crime, man. He also tried to sell me a Rolex. I thought about buying it, but he couldn't prove that he was an authorized Rolex dealer. Thinking about going back after the show tonight and just robbing him, just taking it. My buddy, he's a cop, he's like, don't steal from the homeless. They live on the street, that's considered their home. If you rob them, you're doing a home invasion, you'll do double the time. It's good to know, man, it's educational. It's not always just gonna be jokes tonight. There's gonna be stuff that teaches you. There's probably a lot of you that have thought about robbing homeless. But now you'll be like, listen, Kirk Fox told us, don't steal Angora from the homeless. You do double the time. Educational. Thank you, sir. Almost laughed, I don't give a shit. Doesn't matter. I hear only the laughter. The sad faces, that's okay, that's your problem. Saw something nice as I was driving in here, driving into Santa Barbara yesterday. Saw a beautiful girl hitchhiking. That's nice. Nice to see women out there trying to connect again. They should just rename Hitchhiking Kill Me. I mean, who's climbing into a car with a complete stranger? It's like, where are you going? Morgue. Oh, shit, I'm going right past there. Let me go ahead and pop the trunk. There's some duct tape in there. Go ahead and get started. I'll catch up with you after my set at the Libero Theater. You know that duct tape probably was originally called abduction tape? That was probably the original name for duct tape. But they just weren't hitting the homeowners and plumbers. A lot of serial killers, but they just use a few strips and then the rest evidence locker. Hard to get the stock yet. Saw something the other night I've never seen before. I saw a 24-hour car wash. I've never seen a 24-hour car wash. Then I thought to myself, if you're washing your car at 4 a.m., you just killed a hitchhiker. If I was a cop, that's where I'd work. I'd work at the 24-hour car wash from 4 to 4:30 a.m. and arrest everyone washing their goddamn car. What are you doing? Just washing my car. Pop the trunk. Duct tape body, you're under arrest. Shit, man. How'd you know? Scanner, cop sense, got lucky. Sometimes I pretend I'm a cop. I know it's against the law, but that's just because I'm a good cop. Like sometimes I'll go up to girls late night. It's like, where were you last night between 4 and 4:30 a.m.? She's like, are you a cop? I'm like, I'll ask the goddamn question. Even went to the police academy like 5 years ago. Things weren't going the way I wanted. I wanted to make a change. I just wanted to become a cop. I know you can join at any age. I just went there. I'm like, listen, I want to be a cop. Let's just do this shit, man. I want to fight crime. I can spot drunk bitches. I got a .357 Magnum, not on me. I can get to it quick. I got my own scanner. I'd rather wear this. I don't want to wear a suit or uniform, but I like donuts. Can I just be a goddamn cop? And they're like, first of all, you're saying all the right shit for sure. I mean, your passion is unbelievable. I mean, you're like internal affairs. Are you legit? And he's like, but can you do 12 pull-ups? No, I can't do 12 pull-ups. But in my whole life, I've never seen a cop stop and do 12 goddamn pull-ups. The most they ever do is one. It's just like, oh, shit, send the dog. That's... Can you chase a perp for 4 miles if you have to? No, I can't chase shit for shit. And if I'm chasing someone for 4 miles, they want to be freer a lot more than I want to chase. At 2 miles, I'd be like, just go. Holy shit. Your passion is unbelievable, sir. You robbed a bank, killed a guy, backpack full of cash, and you're still running? Holy shit. You should be free. I'm not going to stop you. Go out there, make something of yourself. Call me from the 4-mile mark. I'll come work for you. I got appliances, Rolex. Let's set up shop. Have you tried to adopt a police dog? That's how I roll. That's the things I do. If I can't be a cop, I just want to live with one. So I went to the impound, the police impound. That's where I thought you would get a dog. They're like, no, go to the regular pound. You're an asshole. Okay. So I went there, I'm like, I want a police dog. They're like, they're all retired. Is that gonna be a problem? Yeah, that's a serious problem. I don't want to live with a retired cop. I got friends that are retired cops. They don't do shit. Last thing I want to say to my dog is, go downstairs. Did you hear that? I'm retired. Why would I go downstairs? It's dangerous. That's where all the shit happens, in the kitchen. Are they all retired? No, some have been kicked out of the police academy. For what? We can't tell you. Is that going to be a problem? Yeah, that's a serious problem as well. I don't want to live with a dirty cop dog either. I want a cop dog that's going to find weed, not plant it on me. Just want to knock on the door. It's like, you got weed in here? Are you a cop? No, but he was, and he says you got weed. Where were you last night between 4 and 5 a.m.? Washing my car. Oh, shit, we need backup. I ran into a Santa Barbara cop today. Let me just talk about this quickly. I think it's important. I pulled up next to him. He's in his car, just on his cell phone, just laughing and talking and having a blast while on the job. And I looked at him, and I was just like, dude. And he looked at me like, make a move. What do you got? And I thought about calling 911, but then I was like, oh, shit, what if he answers? There's a cop on the phone. No shit, it's me. You're under arrest. You fell for the Santa Barbara sting. Shit, man, tough town. We're all hostages. Let's talk about this. Sometimes in life, you have to give a hand job so you don't have to give a blow job. It happened to me this week. I want to talk about it. I didn't think I would, but shit, I don't care. Let's talk about it. Who knows when I'll ever get a chance to purge my soul to Santa Barbara again. I got 4 new tires this week. 4. Just needed 1. Possibly didn't even need 1. May have just needed air. But once your shit goes up on the hydraulics, it's like a hostage negotiation. You're negotiating the release of your car. It's like, what do I have to do to get my car back on the ground, get the hell out of here? You need 4 new tires. Sir, I just need 1, maybe. 4. You need 4 goddamn tires. How about 2? Put 2 on the right, I'll only make lefts. How about that? Or rights. I don't know the physics of rubber. You have me flustered. Just give me some shit out of the trunk. Keep the rest of the car. I rarely use any of it. It's like your tires are bald. Sunscreen, man. Put sunscreen on the bald one. Or duct tape. I'm just driving at night. I don't do much. I'm just picking up hitchhikers, fighting crime. It's like you only got 5,000 miles left on your tires. Sir, I live a mile away. I can go back and forth 2,500 times. I'm gonna die with 1,000 miles of tread left on these suckers. Just give me my car back. He's like, come back in 3 hours. Shit, man, it took you 5 minutes to pop that shit off. If you need 3 hours, don't call this place pit stop. You're gonna lose every race. 3 hours later, I come back. He's like, there's your car. I just want you to know I took the liberty. I put 4 racing tires on there. Dunlop, a little more expensive, but you look like you want to go fast. Yeah, man, I would love to go fast, but you should have squared it with the car. That's a 2003 Honda Civic Hybrid. It doesn't have the ability to go fast. Now I just feel like my tires resent me. Like, really? This is the shit? This is what we're doing for 100,000 miles? I don't think so. You're dead. You're dead. Start driving. You're dead before Santa Barbara. Go, go, go. I was driving here and a Porsche blew past me and the hitchhiker, which I thought was surprising. And I just felt like my tires were like, oh. It's like a fat kid who gets new running shoes for Christmas. Just wants to go, but doesn't have the vessel to propel the shoes at the speed that they would like to travel. Hostages. Go to the dentist, hostage. I was a hostage there recently. Cleaned up my teeth for this special. Did all the things you're supposed to do. All the things that guy would do. Get cleaned up. You go to the dentist, hostage. You just open your mouth. You're negotiating the closure of your mouth. It's like a mechanic. You open your mouth or hood, shit's coming out. You need 4 new teeth. Really? What? Can I go? No, x-rays. Put on this 500-pound lobster bib that covers everything but your ball sack, all right? Do you mind if your dick turns green, glows in the dark? No, do what you gotta do. This is your day. Let's go green for the environment. Just throw the switch. Yeah, we gotta go across the street and throw the switch. That's how dangerous this x-ray machine is. We've had the same one for 400 years. We'll come back when your dick stops smoking, all right? When there's no more smoke signals coming out of your dick, we'll venture back into the building. In the meantime, just look at this x-ray. It's the same one we've all used for 50 years. If you point out a shaded area, we get to pull a tooth. Okay, whatever you gotta do. Hostages, man. Ladies, I feel for you. Hostage, you go to the gynecologist, oh, shit. Wow, that's a hostage situation. I'm surprised you don't wear a burlap sack on your head when you go in there. Your legs are just spread out. Tied in there with twine or duct tape. I don't know how they keep your legs from flapping. I've never been able to figure it out. I've tried everything. And you're just negotiating the closure of your legs. It's like, what do I have to do to close my legs and just go home and tell my girlfriend it was safe and clean and not to call the police? Looks like you need a whole new vagina. Oh, shit, are you serious? I just got this one waxed. Yeah, we see a lot of water damage and some wear on the left. You sleep on your left side? Yeah, that's where my husband is. Yeah, that explains it. Actually, we're gonna put in a racing vagina. How about that? A little more expensive, but you look like you wanna go fast. Shit, yeah, I wanna go fast. You put in a turbocharged racing vagina. I'm not gonna say I live in fear. Definitely have a vacation home there. And I just wanna talk about it. Got a new mattress this week also. Did a lot of shit this week. Got a new mattress. Didn't need it. They just scared the hell out of me. I went in for directions, looking for a tire shop. This guy's like, how old's your mattress? I don't know, 10 years, I sleep like a baby. Oh, shit, you're dead. That's a deathbed. How'd you even wake up this morning? Bed bugs, dust mites, they're just chewing the hell out of you. There's 100 pounds of dead skin in your mattress. Oh, shit, I knew I heard something. I just thought it was the neighbors eating celery. Man. I even got the pillows that breathe. I'm a sucker, man. They're like, you gotta have the breathable pillows. A little more expensive, but you look like you need some pillows you can breathe through in case someone tries to kill you in your sleep. I mean, mattresses, they used to last 200 years. 200 years a mattress would last. This was my great-great-super-great-grandfather's mattress. He got it during the bubonic plague, died in the mattress, still in it. No one gave a shit. They'd sleep on that. That'd be a good sleep. Then someone was like, we're not selling a lot of mattresses. Every 200 years, I'm moving a mattress. This business sucks. We got to come up with a new angle. How about bed bugs, dust mites? What is that? I'm just making it up. Go with me on this. What's the angle? I don't know. They can see you, but you can't see them? Whoa. If we can pull this off, we're going to sell a shitload of mattresses. How about a tag? If we tear it, the world explodes. Oh. Okay, we're pushing it, but how about a rhyme? Sleep tight, don't let the bed bugs bite. Oh, shit, this is gonna work. I mean, they have us so paranoid, man. I live in Hollywood. Every day, there's 10 new mattresses just leaning against telephone poles or in trees. It's like every night, someone's like, itch! Just throwing mattresses, man. There was a homeless guy asleep in my alley the other day on the cement. Just surrounded by mattresses. It was a mattress forest. I was like, dude, why don't you sleep on one of the mattresses? He's like, bed bugs, dust mites, why would I do that? It's dangerous. I'd rather sleep here and maybe get run over by a 2003 Honda Civic Hybrid with $5,000 Dunlop racing tires. Man. I saw this the other day. Average weight, female leg, 15 pounds. Are you hopeful that your leg weighs 15 pounds? Or do you work at a place that sells scales that just weigh one leg at a time? Finally, this guy's got a joke for me. Shit, took 30 minutes, but finally got to that severed leg joke that I've been dreaming about. So ladies, that means at night when you take that leg and just throw it on top of your man, you're basically dropping a 15-pound dumbbell on top of us. It's like, are you asleep? No, but everything below there is in a coma. It's all tingly. I'm having Civil War dreams. And if you have stubble on your leg and you move it real fast, you can saw our shit right off. So think about that. Go downstairs, I heard something. Can't, there's a little bookcase on top of me. Send the dog. No, he's retired. He's not going downstairs. Dangerous shit down there. Throw a tennis ball, you might get lucky if it goes down into the kitchen. But if shit goes down while I'm up here, don't look to me to lead you to safety. I'm getting out of the hero business. I want to talk about it for just one sec. I know it's going to bum out a lot of you because you're like, shit, you're so heroic. I know. 2 weeks ago, I had a fall. People are like, what'd you fall off? Feet, man. Just fell off my feet. What'd you hit? Earth. Just hit the earth. You fall from this height, shit's breaking. And I was just laying there, healing, waiting for my insurance to kick in. There was like 20 people around me. They're like, should we call someone? No, I think 20 taking selfies is enough. I don't need any more people. But I was just like, that's it, I'm done. I'm getting out of the hero business. I used to want to be a hero, but as I've gotten older, I'm realizing there's less and less people that I want to save. I'd go on an airplane, and I'd just be like, exit row, give it to me. Air Marshal, identify yourself. Kirk Fox is here. I sense you in this section. I won't point you out. That's how I would go on the plane. But after my fall, I had a flight the next night. I got there. I got on the plane. I got into the exit row, and I looked at it, and I was like, shit, man. I don't think I can do it. I don't think I can do this anymore. 67 kilograms? That seems heavy. It seems dangerous. Why is there a kilogram on an airplane? That seems bad. I don't like the word kill anymore. And the flight attendant's like, can you open this door if we hit the ground? Shit, man, depends on how hard we hit the ground. I mean, if we hit really hard and there's a bigger hole somewhere else, can I go out with the rest of the people? Or do I have to stay here and work this door because you made me say it so loud that everyone on the airplane knew it was me? Can you open the door? Can you open the door? Say it. Okay, I can open the door. Everyone, it's me. I mean, it's the most important job on an airplane that we never get to practice once. I mean, can we at least do it once on the tarmac when there's no smoke or screaming or just fire? Can we do a practice run where I might have a chance? Crazy. And she's like, just read the exit row responsibilities. I'm like, first of all, I don't know if you've ever read the exit row responsibilities, but there's a shitload. There's so many that if you do them all, you should get a paycheck or like 1 million frequent flyer miles. You don't have to just open the door. You got to open the door and make sure everyone in your section gets off the plane before you leave. If I open the door, I'm leaving. Follow me to the light. I'm not going to open the door and just say, hurry, everyone, get off. I opened it for you. I paid $40 for the extra 4 inches, and I'm going to die here. But I saved you. I saved your ass. Tell everyone, wait back. And you also have to assess whether it's safer on the plane or off. Assess. If I open the door, I've already assessed. There's some serious shit going on. Unless I accidentally kick it open at 35,000 feet. Then I will assess. Oh shit, we're still flying. I fucked up. My section, please, don't leave yet. And help me close the door, because it sucked my blanket and pillow right the hell out. And don't clap anymore when a pilot lands. Seriously. He's getting 300 grand. He better land the goddamn airplane. Do you clap and you get a parking ticket? Like, oh, thank you, sir. I didn't think you'd spot that. Yeah, good job. And in case you're interested, it's a computer. When you clap, you wake up most pilots. They're just like, oh, shit, we're here? Oh, okay. Thank you. Wow, what's the weather like? That's all they have to know. I want to talk about this. I wasn't going to, but let's just do it. I lost a shoe recently at the airport, at the security checkpoint. I'm an idiot. First of all, it's 10 feet of conveyor belt. 5 of it is on an X-ray. It's a shoe movie. My tray came out 1 shoe. I'm like, where's my other shoe? The guy's like, are you sure you had it with you? What? No, man, I travel with 1 shoe and a sock, all right? I'm a field goal kicker. I got a big game in Santa Barbara. Let's do this shit. And he's like, what's it look like? What's it look like? It looks just like the left one. It just curves in a little. Find me something that makes a pyramid. That's probably my shoe. Something close. And one of the other guys is like, maybe it went to where all the lost socks go. Really? That's your joke? My shoe went to where there's 1 billion lost socks? Listen, my shoe's not gonna stand a chance. What's my shoe gonna say? All right, I can only take 1 of you. So I got to the gate, and everyone's just like, where's your shoe? I'm like, dude, this is how I travel, man. 1 shoe and a sock. Every plane crash I've ever seen, there's always 1 survivor, and he's just driving around with just 1 shoe and a sock, all right? So I'm hedging my bet. I'm hedging my bet, man. I'm increasing the odds that it's gonna be me. And then suddenly the guy starts running at me with the shoe. And security's like, Mr. Fox, the shoe, your shoe, your shoe. And people are just like, shoe bomb. Like they really finally thought, finally it was a shoe bomb. And the guy's like, is this your shoe? I'm like, maybe. I don't know, man. It's been out of my sight for like 30 minutes. I know the rule. Maybe it's been tampered with. He's like, put it on. I'm like, no, what if someone put a bomb in there and it blows my toe off and everything I kick goes left? And he's like, put it on. I'm like, you put it on me. And he put it on. I felt like Cinderella, and that is actually the shoe right there. Getting out of the hero business, man. I used to always want to be the first person at the scene of an accident. I just wanted to be that guy. I wanted to climb in, pull someone out, get a free car on Oprah. That was my dream. But now, since my fall, no way, man. Like, if I think I'm gonna be the first person at the scene of an accident, I pull over. I let cars pass me. I don't wanna be that guy. In my mind now, I'm gonna climb into the little Mini Cooper, try and save some guy, and we both get stuck, tangled in there. Then the cop will cut us out and be like, who's driving? The guy would just point at me. You drunk? Yeah, clearly. Why else would I climb in this car with a complete stranger? I'm an asshole. I mean, I need the jaws of life to get out of bed in the morning. I mean, I've been in hotels where I've called down to the front desk and just said, cut the sheets, my feet are too tight. I can't breathe. Please. I mean, how do they make those sheets so tight? Do they, like a carpet knee kicker. I have a feeling I'm gonna die in a hotel bed, just like a hot pocket, just like, oh shit! Like there's gonna be a fire and I just can't get out. It's like, shit! She said she'd cut me out, bitch! And I don't have children, and if I did have children, I don't know if I would save them. I have friends that have real children, and they don't know if they would even save their real children. Like if there was a building on fire and I had 3 kids in there, I don't know if I would go in there. What if you saved the wrong kid? What if you saved the kid that started the fire? Now you're living with an arsonist. This is things I think about. And everything that can save our lives is behind glass? What's this, man? Break the glass, get the fire extinguisher, start fighting that fire with bloody knuckles. Stay low, crawl along the carpet. That's where all the glass is. So now you're gonna have some shards in your knee and smoke damage. Makes you think twice about saving those kids, doesn't it? Yeah, it really does. And defibrillators, they're behind glass. Break the glass, get the defibrillator, get your heart pumping so you can pump the blood right out of your severed artery. Defibrillators are the paddles that the paramedics just hook to your heart and just shock it. Your heart's just like, oh shit, sorry. I don't know what I was thinking, but please, don't do that again. That's the scariest shit that I've ever experienced in my life. And the picture of the defibrillator is just a heart with a lightning bolt through it. I've never seen a lightning bolt hit anyone. They're just like, oh, I'm up, that's better. Thank you. That felt good. 12,000 volts up my asshole. Thank you. And you have seconds to live, and whoever invented this thing gave it 5 syllables. Doesn't that kind of defeat the purpose of a rush job? If I had invented this thing, you know what I'd name it? That. What do you need? That, sucker. The defibrillator, please, don't say the whole thing. I'll be dead before you get to And why do they call it defibrillator? Shouldn't they at least call it defibrill now? Doesn't that make more sense to you? You need the defibrillator? No, defibrill now. Defibrill right fucking now. I'll add words if it increases the sense of urgency. And I also think once you're dead, stay dead. That's my new tip. Don't come back. I've had friends that have had near-death experiences, and they come back and they're just like, God wasn't ready. Let's party. No, God was ready. He just got cock-blocked by the defibrillator. I also don't want to donate my organs. I've been thinking about that. Donate those organs. People need it. I need it. I need my own organs. Yeah, but you're dead. Yeah, if I dead, they didn't work, all right? I'm not giving anyone my broken down organs. I'm also tall. I feel my organs will be baggy on whoever I give them to. It's like, here's my kidney and a belt. You're gonna definitely need a belt for that. Hook it to the aorta. It's gotta keep that air in there. And I also feel, what if you get to the afterlife and you find out you need an organ you donated? You're gonna feel like a real asshole if you gave away something you need. It's like, look, it's beautiful. Can't. Gave my eyes to some lady in Bakersfield. Well, at least drink the nectar. No kidney. Can't do it. And what if you give your organs to an asshole who kills somebody? Do you ever think about this? No, because you have lives. I think about this shit. You give your organs to someone who kills someone, you're responsible. You're an accomplice. You're up there in heaven, they're like, come on back. No, I had a great life. No, your DNA's all over a crime scene in Phoenix. Shit, did someone kill someone with a belt? Yeah, kidney. And I don't want to give my eyes to anybody unless I know what they're going to be looking at. It's like, want your eyes? You want my eyes? All right. So here's what I want to know. I'm just so curious about this. Because she almost wet her pants when there was a leg joke. Just a leg joke, she went nuts about a severed leg. And then I watch you walk, and it looks like you do not have two legs. I mean, this is a match made in a minefield. Let me get back to my eyes. Don't waste any more film on them. You point that back to the money. So I'm not giving my eyes to anyone unless I know what they're gonna be looking at. It's like, you want my eyes? Yeah, what do you do? Photographer. For what? Playboy. Take them. Actually, you take one, I'll keep one, we'll look at the proof sheet like pirates. I also don't want to donate my blood. People are like, donate your blood. People need it. I need it. I need my own blood. But your body will make more. I'm like, I don't know if my body will make more blood. I'm lazy as hell. I feel like I'll give away my blood. My body's like, what are you doing? Yeah, I heard you make more. No, we just finished filling you. You're a very big beaker. We barely got to your head. Clearly we didn't finish if you're giving away blood for cookies, OJ, and a pin. And if God had really wanted us to donate blood, I don't think it would have sealed us up so good. At least with sperm, there's a little spigot, little spout. Sometimes whistles when it's ready, even a little tear at times. It's like, are you crying? Yeah, I'm ecstatic. Future looks bright. Keep sucking. And the most you get for blood, cookies, OJ, pin. You fill the little riddle cup, you're gonna get $150. That's just good business. Ladies, you know how much you can get for your eggs? $15,000. I don't know why any of you are working. It's like a baker's dozen a year. You'd have a new house, Porsche, trampoline, all the shit you guys love. But they base it on beauty, intelligence, and athleticism. So don't think you're all gonna go get 15 grand. Play catch, answer some trick questions, try and kick a field goal. Some of you might have scrambled eggs or huevos rancheros. We're not saying they're all Fabergé. I don't want kids. I know a lot of you ladies are like, bummer. A lot of you ladies are like, oh, I maybe would have liked to have had a kid with that guy. But I don't want a kid because I'm tall. I just feel like the first time I lift the kid up, I'll lift him into the ceiling fan and he'll just decapitate himself. It's like, honey, I'm sorry, I didn't nerf that propeller. My buddy's like, just get a vasectomy if you don't want kids. Vasectomy, just snip, snip, just cut the wires, no big deal. Really? Cutting dick wires? That sounds like some serious shit. What if you cut the red one and my dick explodes like a Hurt Locker? Damn it, Doc, I wonder why you're dressed up like you were fighting German shepherds. And he's like, no, it's just a dick knot. You just tie it in a dick knot. That's no big deal. Dick knot? That sounds serious also. You know how many shoelaces I've had to cut and shoes I've had to throw out the window because I can't get a knot out and I gotta worry about a dick knot? And what if the doctor's an amazing sailor and just ties a clove hitch, something that really can't get that dick out? Like tying a knot, marriage. Just tie the knot, marriage. So tying dick knots is similar to marriage. That sounds really appealing. I was married once. Even had my honeymoon up here in Santa Barbara, California. This marriage didn't last long. I actually married Clint Eastwood's daughter. I married Allison Eastwood. And I'll tell you this. I don't know how to make a marriage last. I can tell you how to make one fail. Marry someone because their father is your favorite actor. At some point, believe me, you're just waking up with her. I was the first husband to try and take my wife's last name. Remember the last thing Allison said to me? She's like, you know, I only married you because you reminded me of Clint. And I was like, oh my God, that's the exact same reason I married you. Then the last thing Clint said to me, we were golfing, he's like, you know, if you really wanted to golf with me this bad, all you had to do was ask. You didn't need to marry Allison, you son of a bitch. And I was like, you called me son. That's all I ever wanted. That and a selfie. My name's Kirk Fox, I'm a Virgo, I like walks on the beach. Romantic. Ladies, as long as I have you here, here's a thought. When we're making love and you're on top, when we say don't move, we mean it. Help us help you. We don't say it because it sounds cool, all right? If we say don't move, there's a serious predicament. Some shit's gone off course. Don't move sounds good if you're robbing a bank. Don't move. Or if there's a rattlesnake, baby, don't move, rattlesnake. But if we're making love and we say don't move, don't move. Don't even say a word, because the vibration, if that hits our balls, we're toast. But here's what I did. Try this. Next time you premature ejaculate, just jump up and yell, done. First, did it, baby. You gotta pick up the speed. You got that racing vagina, start using it. You think I'm fast on my feet, you should see me on my back. I actually have a girlfriend, I think. She's pretty adamant about it. And I think I'm spending most of my days defending my sperm, and I want to talk about this. She wants to freeze my sperm and thaw it out later. I'm a lot older than she is. She wants to have a baby, but she says my sperm's getting older, dumber, stupider by the day. And she says this week is about the cutoff for my sperm. First of all, if my sperm is too dumb for her eggs, I'm too dumb for the rest of her. It's a package deal. If you see my sperm, always know that I'm about 2 feet behind it, napping. And I also think my sperm is brilliant because I don't want children and I don't have children. That means my sperm is listening. Now, if I had a bunch of kids, you know what you could do? Go ahead, freeze my sperm, because that's got to be the worst thing you can do to sperm. They're definitely warm weather critters. It's like if we're on our way to Hawaii and you just drop us on Everest. That's the equivalent of freezing sperm. And now she's got me all paranoid. Every time she goes to the kitchen, I'm like, what are you doing? She's like, getting ice. I'm like, for what? She's like, lemonade. I'm like, show me the glass. Show me the glass. And if I ever do have a kid, I don't want him always having the sniffles. It's like, why's your kid always sick? He was frozen first 9 months of his life. Cut him some slack. I figure if she wants my sperm, she can take it the way God intended. Just room temperature, right on her tits. I've even been looking into cryogenics. It's like cryogenics, man. That's where they freeze you, thaw you out in the future. But I want them to do it now. Not at 90, just do it now. I don't want to be thawed out at 90. It's like, oh man, look at all that. Can I do that shit? No, you're 90. You'll break a hip. Is there anything I can do? Yeah, you can take your kids to school. I don't have kids. Yeah, some girl froze your sperm back in 2015. What? How? Yeah, during cryogenics, your dick is always the last thing to freeze. She must have snuck in there. You learn a lot about yourself by how much time you spend on the phone with a complete stranger. And a few weeks ago, I spent 4 hours on the phone with some guy from the airlines, called to tell me I needed a new emergency contact. I was like, oh shit, did something happen to my other emergency contact? He's like, no, asshole, you have your own phone number as your emergency contact. He's like, you gotta change it. I'm like, no, I think that's cool. I think if there's a really bad accident, I should be the first person you call. It's like, Mr. Fox, there's been a terrible accident. No shit, man, I was on that flight. It was awful. He's like, you gotta put a different number in there. I'm like, just 911, how about that? Just put 911 in there. That's their job. They'll get there before any of my friends. My friends don't even answer their phone. He's like, no, you need a different number. Don't you have someone that cares about you that would feel upset if something happened to you? I was like, dude, I've been talking to you for 4 hours. You're a complete stranger. Clearly, I don't have shit. I'm like, would you feel bad if something happened to me? He's like, yeah, I'd feel upset. I'm like, then just put your own goddamn phone number in there. Just call yourself, explain what happened. My buddy's like, listen, I'll be your emergency contact. I'm like, dude, you won't take me to the airport when I'm alive. How can I expect you to pick me up when I'm oversized baggage? You'll be like, have him text me when he's out front. Your friend's dead. And I'll spend all of eternity just on the carousel, just going around like unclaimed golf clubs, just with my socks sticking out like a 3-wood. That's why when I die, I just want them to leave me wherever it happens. Like the best part about Mount Everest, if you die up there, they just leave you there. There's 400 dead bodies on Everest right now, just stacking up. And people just walk past them like, dead guy, you suck. Group of dead guys, you suck as a team. Like, the only way I'm walking past a dead guy is if I don't see him. I'd be like, oh shit, dead guy, Sherpa, yak, dead guy, explain it. Yeah, he wasn't prepared. Really, he's wearing the exact same outfit I'm wearing. And don't go anywhere where it's so dangerous they can't remove the bodies. How about that? If there was 4 dead comics up here, and they're like, Kirk, go do your special. I don't really feel that special. I actually know when I'm gonna die. A few other things. I went on deathdate.com. It's a website, tells you exactly when you're gonna die. I don't know who's running the site. Graphics are good. I don't know if it's God. But you give them a bunch of information and they tell you the date. I think they're probably the ones killing you. It's like, you're gonna die July 20th. How do you know? We're doing it. You just gave us all your information. For $100, we won't kill you. Shit, this is a great website. But I typed in all my shit. Turns out I'm gonna die November 40th. That's the future, so that's good. They're like, for 100, we'll tell you the year. I'm like, that's okay. When it becomes like November 37th and 38th, 39th, I'll know it's right around the corner. I'll just stay off Everest for that particular month. But now I got a telemarketer on my ass. I guess when you go on these websites, it just unleashes the fury. Some guy's calling me every day, telling me I need a plot, trying to sell me a plot. He's like, gotta think about your afterlife. I'm like, dude, I just started thinking about this life. Like a month ago, when you started calling me every day, saying I needed a plot. He's like, what about cremation? Have you thought about cremation? I'm like, you pay for cremation in advance? He's like, yeah. I'm like, how much is it? And he said, how tall are you? You charge by the foot for cremation? Burned my thumb the other day, sunburn, fever blister. How about a little discount since I've already started the procedure? He's like, do you want it? I'm like, no, man, I'm not gonna pay for cremation in advance. What if I die in a terrible fire? I look like a real asshole if I've already paid for my cremation. What are you gonna do, cook me twice like refried beans? Forget it. And old people, don't tell us where to spread your ashes. You had 90 years to get there. If you didn't make it, it wasn't meant to be. And if it costs more to get there, then you're leaving us in the will, don't even think about it. Hey, spread my ashes at the Leaning Tower of Pisa. No, Chuck E. Cheese, how about that? Pepperoni, the one, you like pepperoni? Yeah, all right, that'll work. Spread my ashes atop of Everest. No, Vaughn's frozen food section, how about that? Evidently right next to my sperm, how about that? I actually know how I'm gonna die. I'm gonna get shot right on the top of the head by a .357 Magnum. Let me tell you how I figured this out. Recently, old lady lives in the apartment right above me. She's probably 100, 110. Invited me up to her apartment to show me her new .357 Magnum. She can't even lift it. It's just hanging there shaking, pointed at the floor. Her floor, my ceiling, ladies and gentlemen. And her arms long, and it's just buckling in there with the shag carpet with termites and bed bugs and dust mites from the 20s. It's like a silencer. What the hell? I'm like, why do you have a gun? She's like, there's a hit out on me. There's a hit out on you? You've been on the couch for 50 years. If someone's trying to kill you, they suck. You're not a high priority target. No one's trying to kill you. God can't even kill you. There's like 4 locks on the gun. She's like, I'll get him. I'm like, he'll have to call you a month in advance just so you can start unlocking the weapon. It took you 4 hours to open the screen door, and I was talking you through it. What are you gonna do when someone's there with a machete just demanding your 3-bean salad recipe? That's all she makes all day long, 3-bean salad. And I have a bowl every day because I want the apartment. But it's just a bowl, and in the bowl is just 3 beans. She's like, here's your 3-bean salad. I'm like, there's just 3 beans. She's like, yeah, 3-bean salad. I'm like, that's the title. That's the title. That's the bold shit. You gotta read the little stuff below that. That's what makes it a salad. There's not enough beans in there for a fart. Also read this the other day. It said, anal bleaching, it's not just for the ladies anymore. I don't think it's for anybody, really. It's where they kind of bleach around your asshole and they make it disappear, little camouflage. The last thing I want to do is disguise my asshole. I don't want someone to accidentally sodomize me and then apologize because they didn't even know that was my asshole. You're my asshole. Yeah, we didn't even see it. Yeah, that's cool. My fault. Back out. I thought it was like tie-dye for a new generation. Wow. Unbelievable. Before I go, just here's what I want to talk about. I wasn't going to talk about this, but I do not know when I will ever do a special again. So let's just talk about this. You learn a lot about yourself when you get a massage from a beautiful man. And first of all, let me say, I support the troops, for sure. My dad was in the Army. My mom slept with a lot of soldiers. Recent massage from a Desert Storm veteran, beautiful man. There was a few red flags. He had on a camouflage Speedo, a little small. I believe a testicle may have been visible. And I know in combat, you really don't want a ball exposed because of shrapnel, so that should have been a red flag. Also had some combat boots that were high. And they were shiny, definitely spit shine, and they were pointed. They were pointed, and there was a heel, a stiletto, which he said is great for walking across minefields, and that made sense to me. But this guy gave me an amazing massage. And then afterwards, he's like, do you need anything else released in this particular region? And I said, no, Colonel, just think of that as the demilitarized zone, all right? I got no knots in my nuts. I don't need any hand-to-hand to mouth combat. And he's like, listen, I could give you a really mean blowjob. And I was like, sir, it would have to be the meanest blowjob ever, because I will fight you with everything I have. And I've been in one fight in my life, and I'll risk my title. It was 9th grade, but I will fight till the death. And I know you're trained, so it's probably gonna be ugly. And for what it's worth, ladies, we don't ever want anything mean in this particular ballpark, all right? We respond to kind words, sunlight, all right? We're like, our dicks are like night blooming jasmine, all right? And he's like, well, listen, I could give you a really nice hand job. I'm like, sir, I gotta be honest with you, I'm not gay. And he's like, well, shit, I'm not gay either. And I'm like, well, then this is just good business. This is just two guys helping each other out. Now, I'm not gonna tell you what happened because it's classified. But if anything did happen, it's not because I'm gay, I'm just very lazy. I'm very non-confrontational against a trained U.S. soldier. And I also want to say this. Not every massage, ladies, has to end with a hot towel. Recent massage, I just wanted my neck worked on. I was in pain, and I asked my friends, is there any place where I can just get a massage? Just my neck. And none of them knew. But I did some research, and I found a place. And should have been some red flags there. It was next to an adult video store where if they didn't have the movie you wanted, they'd make it for you in the back. And I went in there, and the first thing the lady said to me, she's like, are you a cop? And I was like, I wish. And she's like, follow me. And let me say this, nothing good ever happens on the other side of beaded curtains. But she threw me into this room, and there was just a metal table. And she's like, get naked and get on the table. And immediately I thought that someone was trying to freeze my sperm. It felt like a setup because the metal was freezing. But I got up on there, and I'm laying there, and the door opens, and someone comes in. She is that small that when I'm laying on the table, she was below my peripheral vision. And suddenly I heard her voice. She was right next to me, and she's like, help me up onto your back. And I did, and pulled another muscle. And I put her up onto my back, and she started walking, and it felt like a pigeon. She was that small. And she took like 2 or 3 steps, and she's just like, I'm tired. You're too long. And I have a curved spine, so she was also walking uphill, so I understood. But then I heard she opened and she poured oil on my back. And I was like, no, because then she started sliding backwards. And she slid into my butt crack, and her toe went right into my asshole. And she's like, sorry, I didn't even see it. I was like, my fault, you know, that I anal bleached. It's my mistake. Just back out of that. And then she was like, happy ending? No, how about just a decent beginning? And she's like, rub and tug. I was like, just rub, please. I got tugged earlier today by a U.S. Marine. Because I support the troops, and I will do whatever I can. Thank you very much, Santa Barbara. Santa Barbara. Wow. I will take it. Thank you, guys. I love you, and good night. Good night, Santa Barbara.